Good afternoon and welcome back to day 3 of the Predator World 8 Ball Championships here at the Convention Centre here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is a match between Mateusz Sniegocki and Fedor Gorst, and it's a losers round qualification match. The winner through to the last 32, the loser goes home. It's WPA rules. It's a race to 8. It's call shot, and calling the shots with me in the booth, fresh from a match and a nice little campaign he had, just beaten by Aloysius Yap, Tony Robles. Hi Tony.
Hi Mark, how are you, buddy? It's great to be back in the commentary booth, although I do wish I was still in the tournament. I had a great match with Aloysius, I really did.
Well, I was watching it and you put a little bit of a pack together, didn't you?
I was down 4-0. He broke, came up dry, and I ran 4 in a row, and I was on my 5th one in a row, and missed a slightly tough 13 to get on the 8 to make it 5 in a row, and he wound up going on the hill, and that was the end of that.
So Sniegocki breaking off then after winning the leg, makes a ball. That's all you can ask for in this format. Made a couple actually. So cast your expert eye, Tony, across this Predator 9-foot table and tell us what you see.
Well, if he decides to go with solids and he shoots a combo, I would like to leave the 4 to the 3. He can also address that now, but the 4 to the 3 is a key here. But the 8 ball does go, I believe, in both top right-hand corner pockets. And if it does, then he might want to take care of the 4-3 first. But I prefer to leave it for last, because he's already up here, and why not take care of this group and then go down to the other group?
Take care of business down here first, and then
Yep.
head uptown.
Instead of going up and down and up and down and all around.
You don't want to be going uptown, downtown, not at this time of the day, Tony.
No.
It's rush hour.
Or crossed. So he has to do is manage the speed off the rail a bit, because these rails have been a little bit bouncy here this week because of the humidity here in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Nice
playing
little
it
touch
inside, yeah. Played it a bit of inside, Tony.
Mm-hmm. Now he can shoot the 8 ball in either corner pocket. I mean, I would just roll it here and shoot it in the top left-hand corner pocket.
Oh dear, yeah. Wow, he's saying that it rolled. I don't think it did. I just think you hit it a little bit bad. It was very, very softly struck. Maybe even a bit of deceleration, Tony, here. Oh no, it looked okay.
It's amazing how easy it is to overcut these balls, even when you slow roll them. It really is. And that was a massive opportunity there for Mateusz. He just beat Thorsten Holman earlier today to knock him out of the event. And Fedor just got beat on the winner's side by John Mora.
Yeah, John playing pretty strong, isn't he? Got a good 8 ball.
Oh, John's been playing great. Yeah, I lost to him yesterday. Played broke well. He's breaking very well and playing well.
That's a dangerous combination, breaking well and playing well. You need both, but if you're playing well and not breaking well, well,
yeah,
you might as well not be playing well.
Yeah, no, it's true. So I'm thinking, to make it easier for himself, 15, 9, 12, and 10, and the 8 ball on the side, because the 10 is, you don't have to move the cue ball much. But some people like to shoot the 10, come past the center of the table, and use the 12 for the 8, so it's more of a preference. So the key here is get straight on the 10.
Yeah, Fedor plays, well, I've seen him play every other discipline. I've never seen him play 8 ball, but so this is my first opportunity to see what his 8 ball game is like, Tony.
Is this your first opportunity to watch all the top players playing 8 ball?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
great.
guess it is, yeah. I mean, I've seen some bar box 8 ball, but that doesn't count.
Bar box 8-ball is completely different.
Yeah.
When I won the 8-ball championship in BCA in Las Vegas in 2011, it was on 7-foot tables, and it is a completely different game because I was able to defend myself most of the time because the balls bunch up together, even if you broke well. Over here, you can't really defend yourself that much.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of safety battles. We've seen a couple, but not many. You see everything in line, the chin, the back elbow, the cue hand, everything as we see it. Fedor take the first rack then. Lots of other games going on. Alex Kazakis is in action. He's 1-0 up against Predator Arcadia. We really are getting down to the business end. Just commentated on Wu Kun Lin. He had a good match against Shane Van Bonen. Actually, Van Bonen was, well, unusually, got to be said, poor in the first part of the match, but managed to claw his way back and eventually win it 8-6.
Oh, wow, yeah. I saw that he was down, I think, 6-5 or 6-4, something like that.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Ralph Souquet still going. He's up against Alex Montpellier. He's taking the first rack there. Tyler Steyer, an all-American affair. Tyler Steyer versus Hunter Lombardo. Tyler's taken the opener there, and Max Lechner is playing against Ko Ping Chung, and Lechner has taken the first one there. So there we go, we're up to date. Fedor's at the table, ready to break, leading 1-0. If you want to watch any of the other games going on, guys, tv.kazoom.com.
As well as on YouTube. I believe the defending champion had his first loss a little while ago, right? He's still in the tournament, Chan Young Lin.
Yes. 4-railer as well. Goes in. Little bit of a cluster here, though, Tony. Look, the 8 balls surrounded. Didn't really break very well, did they, those middle balls?
Yeah. Well, if he chooses solids, he can always use the 4 to break it up lightly.
Well, this is an ambitious shot, look. He's thinking of going Ralph first for the 5 here. I suppose he hasn't got a lot else to choose from.
Well, he might not have a choice because the solids are better than the stripes. He can at least leave the 5 ball, an angle on the 4 ball to shoot it and break up that little cluster, help the 8 escape there, and he could end up with potentially a shot on the 1. That looks like it might come short. No, he hit it soft. That was very, very smart. I thought he would look like he was going to hit it with draw because the players that have shot that shot with draw, since the table's running slightly short, it's been coming up very short. So now is he going to shoot this in the corner and try to run into them a bit? It looks like that's what he's studying.
Yeah, he'd love to come between the 8 and the 9, just.
It's not a bad thing to shoot a stop shot on the 4 and just play a safety. He's not going to leave him a shot. The main thing is that one of the strategies I use when I'm in a safety battle is I like to leave a ball on the top, in the middle, and the bottom of the table. So that way, if my opponent plays me safe anywhere on the table, I have a ball to defend myself with.
Wow, that was an aggressive shot. He's opened them all up. Now just needs a ball to go at because the 4's no good to him. Very aggressive. Wow, he's got a shot on the 3 here. It's a little awkward cueing though, Tony.
Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised if he hits it with inside and tries to go on the bottom rail.
Yeah, he can just get to the left-hand side of that cue ball, which helps him with the position, maybe between the 9 and the 10. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so now he has to be spot on with position here. And if anyone can, Fedor can. His cue ball control is ridiculously good.
Of course he can.
Question is he going to try to come between the 10 and the 11 and run into the 8? If he runs into the 11, he has a shot. And if he goes between the 11 and the rail, he could potentially have a shot. But he has to be more accurate this is. He's going to come between the 11. Look how good he hit that mark.
Oh,
Look,
look
bing.
at that. Look
Just
at
a small
this
little
for
touch,
a
yeah.
shot. Oh, dear, oh,
Well, he always
dear.
had the chance of slowing down the cue ball with the 8 or the 11.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was one hell of a rack he ran there.
I mean, the whole of the rack from the very first ball has been quality, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Perfection. Oh, yes. Well, you can't see it on camera, but I'm applauding as well.
Yeah,
that was just
a good-
quality. Even Tony Robles putting his hands together.
Very
in
impressive.
appreciation of what a great rack that was.
I mean, what a shot on the 1. He had to blast it in order to get just a little movement or enough movement on the cue ball to nudge those balls just enough to open them up.
Yeah, that one ball, and particularly this shot as well that you're seeing again, this direction was just absolutely spot on. I mean, you know, you could choose that whole rack for a highlight reel.
Yeah.
Our referee, Angela Williams, getting the ball set up. Not happy with the first attempt, so she's going to have another go. And our shot clock operator, they are on a 30-second shot clock. Perry Anderson in charge of that. And Fedor's ready to break off. Leading 2-0. Haven't seen a lot of Sniegocki just yet. Fedor breaking from the side. Is he going to hit the second ball, Tony?
Oh, he's going to hit the head ball. He
Head
already
ball?
made 2 balls. He made the ball on the side, so I would be surprised if he changes anything. Well, made 2 balls in the break. Definitely needs to take solids here, Mark. 4 is going to be the tricky one, but it does go in the upper right-hand corner, especially once he gets rid of that 3 ball. Question is, how many games is that miss in the side pocket in the first rack by Mateusz is going to cost him?
Yeah, that was the 3 ball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Into the side for position on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how different it could have been had he have made that 3 in the 8. Jason Shaw through 8-3 against Besar Spahiu, the copper, the policeman from Albania. Jason Shaw going well.
So let's see if he's going to go 2, possibly 3 rails to play the 2 in the lower right-hand corner. I assume it goes. Unless he's going to play the 6 ball and then the 1 ball and then the 2 ball for the 4. He can also use a 6 for the 4 ball. Let's see, a little in-betweener here. I think he wanted less angle on that 1 ball.
Yeah, that's made it awkward now, isn't it? He's going to have to leave a more difficult 2 ball.
Causes extension.
He's played a lot of pool this year, even though he hasn't been taking part in big tournaments. He's been, or the majors, shall we say. He's been playing in a lot of more local tournaments.
Look how nice he hit that mark.
I think he was trying to hit the 3 or something. Sorry, the 11.
So he was trying to hit the 11 to shoot the 6 in the side and then the 2 in the 4, but he missed it.
Seems to get a little bit too
Just
much
a
English on that.
little. No, he actually needed more to widen it
To
more.
widen it, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming the 6 doesn't go past, so. going to play the 6 in the same pocket. Did he get there?
Yeah.
He might be able to go with inside spin and play the 4. I'm not quite sure yet.
Might even be able to catch the 12 ball, Tony.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to go between them. He has to hit the bottom of the 12 in order to or just hit the 12 right on the button.
Yeah, hit it right, full in the face.
Right on the button. Doesn't need to hit this hard at all. Just in case he catches the bottom of the 12, he still has a little control. Look how beautifully he hit that.
What a shot that is.
Another highlight reel shot.
Oh, just perfect. You couldn't play that any better than that, could you? Clinical 3-0. Gorst leads Sniegocki.
Yeah, last couple of racks were pretty crazy. Not too many people I know, even in this building, that could have run those 2 racks.
Yeah, it shows how good he is, doesn't it? He's a very good one-pocket player. He's a good banks player. He's won titles in all of these that I'm mentioning. 9 ball, 8 ball, straight pull. He's good at them all, isn't he? And now we're seeing 8 ball. Kazakh is 3-0 up now against Predator Arcadia. We also have the junior final going on at the moment. If you'd like to see that, head over to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Billiard TV, and it will come up there. There's a young Korean playing against a young Taiwanese in the ladies' final. And we still have 2 junior finals to come, which will be the under-17s and the under-19s.
I believe you and I are doing the final of the under-19.
Are we really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that'll be an honour. I know I'm doing the under-17s with Marcus Shamat. I'll be honoured if I'm doing another one as well. So, our referee.
No, you do. Yeah, no, you're right. You're doing the under-17. I'm doing the under-19 with Jim Weich.
There you go. Fedor Gorst ready to break off. 3-0 up. Well, if he keeps breaking like he is, Tony, Sniegocki might not be getting out of his chair again. We've already seen a 5-pack, a 6-pack from Ko Pin Yi. Young Rico Rompinen rang a 3-pack and a 4-pack yesterday as well. 14 years old.
It's crazy, you know. Rico was actually down. I mean, up on Hunter Lombardo. I believe it was 4-0, and Hunter clawed his way back into an 8-7 victory there. Just goes to show with the winner break format, you always have a chance to come back. He didn't hit those the same, but look at this.
He's got a lovely kick on the 12.
He
holds his hand
acknowledged,
up to apologise. Don't apologise. Make the most of it, because you don't always get a nice little roll like that. Well, look at the cue ball, though.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to go rail first.
Well, I was going to say, look, is he going to have to start with a rail first on the 5 like he did in the last rack?
Maybe he has a 2 in the side. I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, yeah,
he's got the 2. Go past
yeah,
1.
He's got the 2, yeah. Well, that would have been coincidental, though, wouldn't it? If
he
had to play a rail first on the 5 again.
Yeah, that's true. But that looks like a pretty deep cut on the 2 ball.
He might even go close to making the 5 as well off this. I do like cutting this 2, though, Tony.
Well, a lot of good can happen there. Even if you miss a 5 and you hit it with outside spin, it'll come back down for the 5 or for the 7. But if he goes, oh, he's going to hit it with follow. Okay, so if he hits it with follow, it's hard to tell. I can't tell you what's going to happen, okay? He might go between. He might hit the left side of the 5 from here. Might go between the 5 or hit the right side of the 6. That's what he did.
Wow, what a shot.
But still, you had to rely on a little bit of luck here to make sure that nothing got tied up.
You just feel he's so good that that's why it took a little bit longer on it to discover exactly where he was going to hit.
And he hit the dead center of the side pocket on that shot. I mean, it was dead center. Now, question here is when he shoots a 7, it might not be a bad idea to bump the 9 out of there, Mark, if he can get an angle on it. Because if he bumps the 9 out, the 8 now has access to that lower right-hand corner pocket.
Well, this looks perfect.
Because if he left the 7 for last, he could just shoot a stop shot and shoot the 8 ball on the side. But I think the 7 is the best shot that he has here. Just need to guard himself against tying up the 9 ball with the 4 ball.
Yeah, I mean,
or he could take out the 8. He could take out the 8. That's even better. Right? That's even better. Can he make it in the side? Yeah, he can make it in the side.
I'll tell you what, he's a good 8 ball player, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I think the players find this a very interesting game as well. It's, there's lots of nice little intricate shots to play sometimes.
It's a lot tougher than what people give it credit for. 8 ball is a very tough game. There are times when your opponent breaks, you're in a position where one suit is good, but there's one trouble ball. The other suit is good, there's one trouble ball. And it's like...
Or all the balls are good, and you haven't got a shot on that particular ball. You've only got the other suit to shoot. And
you have no safe, which makes it very frustrating. No, that's actually a very smart shot. I mean, I'm assuming he tried to do that. Wow. Because what I like about that is he opened up the rail for the 4 so he can come off the rail to play the 8 in the side, unless he's going to play the 8 in the opposite side. He's going to do just that. See, the previous shot, I think the 9 was in the way and prevented him from going one rail there. It's a very nice little shot.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for that one. You're just being nice, Tony, I think.
Well, this is a 4th rack in a row, Mark. Came a little short there.
Yeah, first one wasn't a break and run, though, was it?
No, it wasn't a break and run, but he still ran his suit and got to the 8.
He's a little bit short on this, actually.
Yeah.
Still going to make it, but he'd love to have been in behind it. Used the jaws. In it goes. A little shake of the head. So it is 4-0, but it is a 3-pack so far. We're still waiting for our first 8 these. In it goes. Okay, we're going to go for a quick break, guys, and then we'll be back. Welcome back. We are just waiting for Mateusz Sniegocki to come back. In the meantime, let's just have a look around this. If you look out to your left in the other arena, you can see the two juniors playing their final. That's the ladies, and then later on we'll have the under-17s and then the under-19s junior finals. They're still to come. And in the background, all the other tables being used for the matches that are going on in the World 8-Ball Championships. And then behind that, there's a further 24 7-foot bar box tables. And they're all being used for the Caribbean CSI League Championships. 250 players from all over the States.
That's awesome.
And we're told that this event next year is going to double. We're going to have another floor, Tony. We're going to take up 2 floors out of the
fantastic.
3 here at the Convention Center in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we will also be hosting the World Team Championships. Now, you might have seen them in Austria earlier on this year, in Klagenfurt, in Ocean Country, Albin and Jasmine. That's where their hometown is. And we're going to host the World Teams here next year, so that's going to be fabulous, isn't it?
And I believe you said you loved the format when you were...
Oh, it's a brilliant format. There's 2 men and 1 woman, and you play a men's singles, a ladies singles, and then a mixed doubles, and then captain's choice to choose another singles. And then if we're still level after that, we go to a shootout, the 10-ball shootout.
That sounds exciting.
And it really is a special tournament. So Fedor Gorst then breaking off 4 up. He needs another 4 to go to the 32 single elimination round. He's just setting himself ready, getting that body ready to explode into action and smash those balls all over the table and hopefully make one. Here we go then. Yes, made a ball. That's all you worry about. He's made 1. That will do. Control of the table. Tony, over to you.
Well, I can tell you this. All the stripes have a pocket. Except, well, no, the 14 does have a pocket as well. If he decides to go with solids, he can always shoot the 14 or the 6 if it's lined up. That would be a good shot to start off. Have the cue ball just come off the top rail. He does have that option.
Well, you have 60 seconds after the break, and you might as well use those 60 seconds, because one thing you can never get back in life is time.
Yeah. I wonder if we can take a look at that 14-6 to see if it's dead. I mean, I can't tell for it. Looks like it's dead to the outside of the pocket, Mark, from here. What do you think?
Yeah, it does look on.
If it's on, that would be the shot for sure.
Of course, the table's still open. He can still choose. He's going for the 7, is he?
Or the 15. Well, he is going for the 7.
Wow,
Did he end
that
up with
was
a
a
shot, though?
risky shot.
Man.
How risky was that? Does the 3 pass? Oof, I bet his heart was in his mouth for a second there.
I would assume Fedor would know that you can hit a solid to a stripe on an open table.
Yeah. Perhaps it wasn't on. So needs to concentrate on this 1 ball. No problem. In a nice area there. Play
Yeah, he's
position on
good
2
here.
balls.
Because if he can go around the 5 to get on the 4 and use the 3 to get on the 6, and then obviously the 6 to get on the 5, then he should be in good shape. He can also use a 2 and the 5 to get to the 4, 3, and the 6. But he might run into it now. That's what he was trying to do.
Well, it's a little bit awkward.
Well, when you hit it with that speed mark, and obviously he didn't hit it with enough speed to just tap the 6. Running into the 8 ball slowed down the cue ball. He was trying to hit it with enough speed so that if you hit one of the balls dead square, at least the cue ball doesn't get stuck over it. Now the question is he playing the 6 here or the 4?
Oh,
Ooh.
look at this. For a
He
shot.
may only have a combination here, but I mean, if he would have grazed off that 14, he might have scratched in the side.
Does the 4 pass?
I don't know. I think that's what he's looking at. Maybe he was trying to hit it, Mark.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hit it.
Just to stop the cue ball.
Wow. There's your answer. It goes.
Yeah. What is he going to do here to get on the 6? So, is he going to bump into the 15? Is he going to... He needs to make sure that if he does, he hits it as dead square as possible. If he's going to hit the left side of it, hit it with a little bit of left to straighten out the cue ball coming off the rail. Either way, he has to hit this with some soft speed. I don't think he wants to hit this hard. So he hit it dead on. So now he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can make it in the side.
Yeah, make it
Yeah,
in the side.
yeah, it goes in
Just
the
run
side. I
through
didn't think it went in the
14.
side. So now look at the line between the 6 and the 14. It's going right towards that 8. He needs to be careful not to tie it up. I like hitting this with a left, so that way I'll throw the 14 to the opposite side.
Do you know that 6 and 14 has been a thorn in his side ever since the very first shot, hasn't it? That's
Yeah.
the third time that's come into play, that 6 14.
Yeah.
And in it goes, and this is a 4-pack. He will lead 5-0 after this 8 ball, and it's looking worrying now for Sniegocki. I mean, this is just a clinic, a little smile to himself there.
Yeah, I feel like this is what he's doing here is inhuman. it's like it's something that you don't see every day. Someone running racks the way he's running racks.
You know, and I put a lot of it down to his fundamentals. You know, he's just everything in a straight line. He cues so straight and smooth, hardly ever moves the head. He's just so on point with all his technique side of the things, Tony, and which is what makes it, you know, what makes him so dangerous, because he can just make any ball on the table with those fundamentals.
Yeah, and in addition to that, he's mastered pretty much every shot on the table. He's a true student of the game. He's always studying the game. He's never stops learning.
Yeah, if you asked him, he could show you journals of practice sessions and drills that he made from the age of 14. He really could, because that's what they do over in Europe. They keep records of everything, because their belief is, how do you know you're getting better if you've got nothing to compare it to? Here we go then, breaking to make it a 5-pack. Made a ball again. Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
this looks amazing.
Those spread nicely.
Well, business as usual then. Made a ball. Look at them balls all trying to get away from each other, fighting each other. Fabulous. I'm enjoying this, Tony.
Oh, yeah. The pace he's going to now, if the match ends up finishing this quickly, I might have time for lunch and dinner.
Oh, that's a luxury we haven't been afforded very often this week. Especially you. You've been playing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the 10 ball, when I played in the 10 ball, my first match was at 10 a.m. Once I got done, I had to do commentary at 12, 2, 5, 7, and play my second match at 9 p.m.
Oh, he's short.
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. He's just bumped you out of the way enough, look.
Maybe that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
he
maybe.
just wanted to just move it just enough so that it doesn't block the ball from the opposite pocket.
Tony, it wouldn't put... Nothing would surprise me with Fedor Gorst. He's just a true monster.
He is. He is.
Well, I haven't looked at which halves of the draw, who's in what. It'd be interesting to see where Shane Van Boning, Jason Shaw and Gorst are in comparison to each other. You know, which parts of the draw, where they could possibly meet. But do we have a redraw, do you know, or is it...
I do not know, but I'll get that information for you.
That's your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be late with it back.
So I'm assuming the 11 goes in the side, and if it does, he's probably just going to shoot a stop shot on the 11 of the 15. Unless the 8 doesn't go in the lower left-hand pocket where the 5 is. I think it does.
Wow, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. You'd love to get straight on the 11.
It really is a joy to watch. It really is.
Not for that guy there. He's not enjoying watching it at all.
I know the feeling when I missed a tube on the opening rack against Aloysius Sapp. I got crucified for it. I lost 4 games in a row. I didn't shoot for 4 games.
He's a little bit short there. He wanted to be a little bit straighter on this 11, but it's not a problem. He's
just got to bump it. He can just bump it. He's looking at the tangent line to see where he needs to hit that 15. Little bumperoni action here.
Oh, absolutely perfect cannon again onto the 15. And remember, cast your mind back, Tony, to that lovely shot he played to get when he bumped the 12 to leave himself on the 4 earlier on. That was the start of all this, wasn't it?
I mean, this match alone, if he ever decided to come up with a compilation of some of his best shots, this match alone has a number of them.
Yeah, just fabulous. Absolutely out of this world. 6-0. Now, that's a 5-pack. We've seen a 6-pack. I used to have a 6-pack, Tony, until I drank it. Medea Light. I've used that joke a few times this week because, of course, they were the sponsors and they're one of the supporters of this particular tournament as well. It's the Predator 8-Ball World Championships. Other supporters as well have been Kamui, Alpha Coin, Seaberts.com, Jam Up Apparel, and Liberty TV channel. Now, Liberty TV is a local TV station here in Puerto Rico, and they've been covering a lot of the games as well on our main table. And at the moment, there's the under 17s.
How'd you learn about Liberty TV?
Sorry?
How'd you learn about Liberty TV?
A little Dicky Bird told me. A little Puerto Rican. Cuckoo.
Coqui? Coqui.
Coqui. Coqui. Yep. The local frog. Here we go then. Gorst looking to make a ball.
He made one.
He made one, did
he?
He
made one in the corner.
Come on, Fedor. I mean, no disrespect
look
to
look at him.
Mateusz, look.
Look, it went all the way to the low. Look, there you go.
Well, how are they looking? Oh, there's a little bit of a 2 solids and a stripe up there. That's the ones he's just looking at. Oh, how does he get to them?
Well, I'm thinking if he can get away with shooting the 13 and breaking them up and leaving the 14 as an insurance shot, that'd be great. If not, he's probably going to shoot the 12 and the 14 and go into them, or the 12, 13 and then the 14 and go into them. Now, if I can take a look at the table one more time. Oh, it's hard to tell from here if the solids are good, but if he can get away with that, yeah, there you go. And then had the 14 as an insurance ball.
Oh,
see that? Just in
what
case.
A shot!
Yeah.
What a shot!
That's a shot. That was a shot. Little double
Oh,
kiss
there's a
there.
nice little double kiss
Yeah.
there. When you're playing well, those little knocks and little snicks here and there seem to go your way. But he put himself in the area to make that little bit of luck happen. Well, this is a masterclass in 8-ball, Tony. I guess you're enjoying it.
Oh, I'm having a blast watching this.
Can he double kiss off this 7-ball?
I just feel, yeah, that's what he wants to. It's going to come right back up. Look, after double kiss, it just comes up a little bit. See that? And it slows down because of the follow. The only way you get it to come up further if you hit it with stun or draw, since it doesn't have forward momentum. When it double kisses, it comes up with more speed. So sometimes you can use that to your advantage to come all the way down table, positioning the ball. It's a neat shot.
Clever.
But anyway, what I was saying is that I feel for Mateusz. I feel it could be very frustrating when you don't get another opportunity after making a mistake.
I mean,
The first rack, but at the same time, you have to appreciate what this man is doing.
absolutely. I mean, there'll be a part of him thinking, wow, this is, what can I do about it?
Yeah.
He missed the 3-ball. That was his chance, maybe, and he missed it.
I think he wanted to get straighter on that 15 there, Mark, to
He
come
could-
down for the 12 and the 9.
He could still play it in the corner,
Yeah.
though, can't he?
Yeah, he can play in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be able to roll it in. He might be able to
yeah.
roll it in. Maybe he's not as straight as I thought he was.
I think he can just draw it. Just stop it even. Just stop it for the 12, down for the 9.
Yep, he's good.
Well, this is going to be a 6-pack. It will equal Ko Pin Yee's run. That's just the ones I'm aware of, guys. There could be others going on elsewhere.
Probably in his mind the entire match, he keeps telling himself, I can run 8 racks because I am feathered. Because sometimes these players, you'd be surprised what we tell ourselves in order to pump ourselves up.
Oh, this is
Man,
brilliant.
this is amazing.
This is just unbelievable stuff here. Well, just in total admiration of genius Gorst. Wow. This then for a 6-pack to lead 7-0.
I still consider it a 7-pack because he ran all 7 balls in his group the first rack.
What do the rules say?
I don't know what the rules say, but I've always considered that a 7-pack. He ran 7 balls plus the 8 ball the first rack. It's not like he just shot the 8 ball.
I think it says they break and run though, right? Break and run is part of the pack.
I don't care what the rules say. I'll tell everyone I hit a 7-pack.
Well, if he makes this one, it's going to be an 8-pack
Yeah.
in your eyes.
There you go.
Let's just try and get some time to give you some scores from outside if we can.
Might as well, right?
Daniel Maciel is 5-0 up against Radislav Babica. Petri Makinen 4-1 down against Daniel Guttenberger from Austria. Other scores coming in. Wu Kunlin 4-2 up against Ronald Regley after losing to Shane Van Boning earlier on. Bader Al-Hadi has pulled 3 racks back against Kazakis. It's now 4-3 to the Greek. Chang Jung Ling, our reigning 8-ball world champion, is 3-0 up against Sullivan Clark from New Zealand, and make that 4 because he's just taken a 4th rack. Looking to make it 8-0. Fedor Gorst breaking off for a 7-pack or an 8-pack if you're Tony Robles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Made a
made a
ball.
ball.
Made a ball.
How they're looking, Tony? Well, the spots are looking, the solids are looking pretty good from my quick glance that I got.
I have to see.
Oh,
Maybe we can take an overhead look at the rack.
there's a couple of little
Might-
issues.
Yes, might end up having to take the solids here, Mark. Only because of where the 13 is. 13 is in a pretty bad spot. It's not like he has a shot on the 9. The 11 ball is blocking the 9 ball, so it's very difficult for him to shoot a strike.
So he's going to start with a 4, and that is one of the balls that's in semi-prison, you could say. So he's going to open up. He's going to free that inmate from the start.
Yeah, the combination with the 3-5 is unmissable. He just needs to make sure that 3 doesn't trickle forward if he accidentally hits it to the right a bit and stops frozen to the 13 to the point where he can't make it.
Well, I'm not biased towards any player. I would love to see him run this now, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I said before, I feel horrible for Mateusz. I know the feeling. We've all been there at some point in our career. But at the same time, as I said previously, you have to really appreciate what Fedor's doing. Hit the 13 a bit. That's very smart.
Don't go too hard. Don't go too hard. Oh, he's okay. He's got the 1, hasn't he?
By hitting the 13, you eliminate any possibility. So that was a good shot.
Well, it's on. It's on. If your friends aren't watching this, guys, on Facebook, quickly send them a message. Okay, it's not history, but it's genius, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. It's just a lot of hard work, Mark. That's what it really boils down to. This kid works ridiculously hard on his game.
Yeah, and he'll be, I'm not saying he'll be nervous, but he'll be really wanting to finish this off now, won't he? Straight back down the table from the 3 to the...
Yeah, he's going to shoot the 7 in the low left-hand corner pocket and the 6 in the opposite pocket.
Oh, he's perfect. Is he? A little bit
He's
too
good.
far. He's all right, though, yeah. 6
He'll
goes
shoot the
past.
6 and the 8 in the same pocket, probably. You're
Well,
nervous, aren't you?
I'm nervous for him. And that poor guy there, you've got to feel for him, but what can you do?
No, and Mateusz, it's a shame people didn't get to watch him play. Mateusz is an amazing player.
Well, 8 ball passes the 9 as well. So this 6 ball and the 8 for a perfect set from Fedor Gorst. What more can this man do in the game?
Run another 8-pack. See, the last thing you should do is...
This is just absolutely brilliant. Fedor Gorst, what a man.
Yeah. Last thing you should ever do is piss him off. He just came off a loss from John Mora.
Yeah, this is John Mora's fault. Blame John Mora.
And his response was, I'm going to run 8 and out. Man, what a performance this was. It was a joy.
Oh, and he's done it. Congratulations to Fedor Gorst, and you have to put your hands together. What a guy. What a player. Tony Robles, what a commentator. Thank you so much to you. I'm Mark White. We'll be back very, very soon with our next match. Thank you so much. Goodbye.